feel so close to you right now.
What's up guys, it's Monkeyy here. I'm beginning another episode of my squad builder series. I believe we're on like a really high episode now, so I don't know the exact episode, so you just have to excuse me. But as you can see, I got some coins now. I'm ready to play FIFA again, and I built myself a squad, and I thought I'd do a squad builder on it because I actually really like this team. So I thought I'd do a video on it. It's an English team, and I know English teams aren't particularly original, but I think I've got like quite a unique setup of how English teams are actually played. And there's a couple of informs that I could have got, a couple of different players I could have varied it about, but I quite like the setup as it is, and I'm happy with the price of it because I believe it only cost me around 230,000 to build, so a pretty cheap squad compared to some squads that are built, but relatively expensive for some people. So in the goal we have Joe Hart. We all know him as a solid goalkeeper, really good on FIFA, really good in real life. So there's no more to say about him, just a solid goalkeeper, and does what you expect of him. Now at right back we have Kyle Walker. Now he's a really quick right back, which is exactly what you need, but he doesn't feel as quick as 93 pace. Sorry. But he is still very quick, and I cannot think of particularly another right back that would suit an English team better than him, because he's quite a sweaty player, but still really good. And 75 defending and 77 heading are pretty decent for right back stats as far as they go. Now at centre back we have the inform Roger Johnson. I believe he got his inform around 6 weeks ago, I think it was, before all this turning up drunk to training scandal kind of thing went on, and his inform's actually really good. He's got 75 pace, so he's one of the quicker centre backs in the Premier League and one of the quickest English centre backs as well. I believe he's the fastest gold English centre back, but yeah, really quick and really strong, and I kind of like him. You know, he's growing on me as much as I don't enjoy watching Wolves. He's a good player, and he used to play for Birmingham City, so I'm familiar with how he plays and how good he actually is. With his partnership with Scott Dan last year, but you know, he's moved on now and he's still doing well at Wolves, and he's really good on this game, so I definitely recommend him as a centre back. Next player we have Liam Ridgewell. He used to be at Birmingham. This is the Birmingham version of him, as he's cheaper. Paid 5,300 for him, as you just saw there. And one of the most overpowered centre-backs on the game, in my opinion. Up there with Dede, maybe, and Antonio Ferreira. Really, really good centre-back. Really strong and still relatively quick. 74 pace. And really, really good in the air. 85 heading at 6'2" as well. So a really good centre-back, and I'd definitely recommend it for a Championship team or an English team, and you can even integrate him into a Premier League team now with his West Bromwich Albion version. Now at left back we have Kieran Gibbs in form. Now I believe it's his first. Well, he's only been out a week in form, so he's maybe still a little bit pricey. I paid 19,000 for him, so he may still be a little bit overpriced, but you know, he's only going to drop a small amount. And his normal version is actually really, really good, but the inform version is just as good, if not better. So yeah, really, really quite strong for a left back. 86 pace and 78 defending are probably the best stats he's got. And really good player. Another one that I was quite surprised by. 79 overall, really, really good. First centre mid we have is informed Matt Sparrow from Brighton. And now I'm really impressed with this guy, to be honest. He seems like he's got great dribbling, and he's played only 4 games for me, and he's scored 4 goals. So it just shows that he's kind of a good player. The previous owners of him haven't found him as good as that, obviously, with the goal scoring record he's now got, because the majority of his goals have come in the games I've played with him. So I paid 45,000, and I'd definitely say he's worth it. You know, for a silver player, he brings the team rating down, the midfield rating down. Yeah, I really do like his shot, and he seems to shift out the way of players that tried to tackle him quite easily. So I enjoy that, and he's a pretty decent player. Next we have Inform Carrick from Manchester United. I decided to get him as he's got pretty high shooting stats and a nice passing stats, and you'll notice that all his on-card stats are above 73, so he must be a solid player, and he has been a solid player for me. He's defended well. His shot's been a little bit disappointing for 80 shooting, in my opinion. He's not quite got the long shot on him, and his finish isn't great. I believe he scored a couple of goals for me, maybe 2. Yeah, he probably has scored 2, and I don't know whether I'm disappointed or or pleased with his performances. But I play him in this position here as he's a dead central, so he can pass it out to either side. As both feet are brilliant on him, and he sits quite far back in this formation, in this position. So he utilises the defending stats he's got as well. Next centre mid we have is Gary Gardner from Aston Villa, and we all know this guy is absolutely amazing. I wanted to get Inform Powell here, but there was none on the market, so I decided to get Gary Gardner, and I've decided to stick with Gardner permanently now. I knew how good he was before I bought him, but it's just sort of confirmed that I'm not going to get Inform Powell, as it's probably best to just leave Gary Gardner, who's only 5-6k in there. I paid for him in my formation. You could probably pick him up a little bit cheaper. He's got a blistering right foot. Really do enjoy playing with him. And now we're getting on to the attackers. At centre forward we have Gerrard. He's played 4 games for me and scored 4 goals, so I can't really complain. Good goal scoring record from a centre forward position. As you can see, his stats are absolutely solid, and good dribbling stats, good passing stats and good shooting stats. Not quite utilised the passing stats at centre forward, but he does have a very high defensive work rate and high attacking work rate. So he seems to get forward and back quite a lot, so he kind of utilises the passing thing. And his defending stats are also pretty good for a centre mid by default, or centre attacking mid by default, should I say. And I definitely recommend him. I was tempted to get his man of the match version until I was informed that he's not much better than this version, so I decided to stick out with the normal version. And yeah, he's a really good player. And now at striker we have Delfonso. He's just a very quick player, a little bit of a pace abuse strike force here. But yeah, he's got a lot of goals for me and a lot of goals for the previous owners, so I definitely recommend him. He's got a beautiful finish. His actual strike of the ball isn't that great, but when it comes to finesse shots, he's always going to finish it, and when he's called upon, he seems to finish it nicely as well. Great player. Now, one of my favourite players in the team is Jordan Slew. 91 pace, and it says he's got 53 shooting on his card, which is the same as his heading stat. Now, I think this guy is an absolute lie on his card. I'm tempted to go look at his in-game stats. There you go, 15 goals, 15 games, and 15 goals in 20 games. No, 20 goals in 15 games. I messed that up so many times. But he's absolutely amazing. His left foot is one of the best left foots in the game. I'd compare it to that of the Van Persie's. I can't think of any other left-footed players off the top of my head. But yeah, absolutely amazing left foot. I probably would go as far as saying the best left foot player in the game, and he's got 91 pace as well, which is really good. And his heading stats seems quite underrated as well. He seems to win the majority of his headers, to be honest. He's only 5'10", and he's probably quite agile, so he wins quite a lot of the headers, which is a really good thing to boast about. Yeah, so I really like this team, and I definitely recommend this team to anybody. Cost of it's around 230,000, and I definitely recommend this formation. I wouldn't recommend any other formation, because there's no real wingers for England that you need apart from Theo Walcott and Aaron Lennon, but you know, maybe Downing on the other side. But I prefer this formation as a whole for defending and attacking, and I really enjoyed this team. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and hopefully we can aim for around 60 likes today. That'd be really cool if we could get that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.